There we are. Hello, everyone. We're set up live. My name is Robin Shaw. If you are new today, welcome. And if you are an old student, not an old student, a regular student, welcome back. If you are here at this time, that means you're on time. But I imagine a lot of students will come late. That's okay. Anyway, let's take a look. There's a lot of chatting activity I see today. Layla is here, and yeah, I did not have time to prepare a lesson. I wanted to prepare a lesson this week. I had no time. I'm just so busy. So today, another Q&A, but I'll try to have the some sort of lesson prepared next week. I'm preparing my new YouTube channel. If you can find it, there's no videos there yet, but I have a new YouTube channel. I hope to get videos up there soon. So, Alyssa, hello. Tom, hello. Hamza, hello. I'm going to go a little quick today. Wanderson, I'm the best teacher. I'm not the best teacher, but I'm here now to help. And Lolly, Sleepwalker, these are names I have seen a very long time. Oh, Alamiri, hello. Here, let's move it over here. I don't want to be looking over there. Tika, Chatath, hello. Mike Tech, hello. Welcome to class. I might be missing. Oh, Alamiri is a new student. Welcome. Oh yeah, I promised to smile. Mike Tech, can I recommend a YouTube channel here? Yep. It is from a Canadian guy as well. I guess everybody here will also like him, and maybe you could get some inspiration to make new videos. I know most English YouTubers. Let us know, Mike. And Alamiri, sorry, no lesson today. Just English Q&A. If you got any English questions, let me know. Getting started. Oh, so many comments before I even begin. All right. If I miss your comments, sorry. I'm jumping ahead. Okay. I'm reading very fast. You guys, Magna, hello. I'm doing well. I'm very healthy today. Hello, Carrie. And the Ite Yoon. Hello, Ite Yoon. Well, we got to make it very important. The Ite Yoon is here because he is my student. Satarith S. Hello, I'm fine. Oh, Mad English TV. Let's take a look. I think I've seen that. Someone talked about that before. Mad English TV. Yeah. I've seen that before. It's just a regular channel. If you enjoy Mad English TV, go back or check it out if you haven't seen it. Rhyme Royale, hello. Dung Do, hello from Vietnam. That looks like a Vietnamese name. I've been to Vietnam a few times. Lolly, I made my bus on time, in time. What's the meaning of on time, in time? Well, so, I'm going to change it to I caught my bus. And this is a very good lesson, guys, so pay attention. Very good to know the difference between on time and in time. So I should write better. Yeah, where's my eraser? There. on time or in time? What's the difference? Let's get another color. The budget for these live streams is very small. Please consider donation. I need a lot new equipment soon. All right, I caught my bus on time. I caught my bus in time. So maybe the bus schedule is 8 o'clock is the bus stops at the stop. So if you arrive at any time before 8 o'clock, you are on time. All right, you're not late. So the opposite of on time, actually both of these might be late. But this one definitely, you're not on time, you're late. In time, you would use it in time when there's some worry or risk that you might be late. Oh no, the bus is at 8. I don't think we're going to make it in time. Okay. I'll make it, or I'll catch it, because I used caught. I'll catch it in time. So this there's some risk that I might be late. So if there's some risk that you might be late, you might say, oh, I don't know if I can catch it in time. I hope I can catch it in time. But normally, I caught my bus on time, no problem. There's so many different ways to use in time, on time. This is just one of the main ones, but if you have example sentences, bring them in. But basically, normally we just say on time, but if there's some risk, usually the way we express the sentence is in time. And I gotta move on because so many people have questions. I see Grace is here. But that's a good question. I'd like to make a video on that. On time, in time, because this is not enough, right? That's a good video. So I'll make a note there. Fenny, hello. Alyssa, I haven't seen him for a long time. I haven't seen him in a long time. I think both can work, Alyssa. I don't know the rule, but both of them seem okay. Oh, Layla told me about Mad TV. Layla says, besides, I don't want to sort out such complicated matters again. Sort out doesn't mean solve. It can. Sort out means solve or fix the problem. Nevin Islamoglu, hello, from Turkey. I've been to Turkey, beautiful country. Sarah, hello. And Grace thinks I look good today. Well, Grace, I look good every day. Sorry. Syed Falak, hello. Robin, please, Robin, could you tell me what is the name of your new YouTube channel? Not yet. No videos there yet. Wanderson, from now on, I don't want to miss any live streams. Good for you. And Mike Tech, let's see. Could you also explain jokes on your new channel, like cartoon picture joke? Watch one of his joke videos so you understand what I mean. Well, if Mad English TV, he has success based on his way. I'm looking at his channel now. Oh, he's got a nice studio. Anyway, I don't know if it's his main job. This is not my main job, guys. This is my third job. So I don't know. I would have to look. I'll consider your advice, Mike Tech. We'll talk about that when I'm ready. I'm not really ready to make my other videos yet. And Layla, I always seem to interrupt you two. Is the meaning of this sentence, I always cut your conversation? Well, that's what interrupt means. That's an easy word, Layla. Let's take a look. Interrupt. Go to the dictionary. Going to the dictionary. And there's interrupt. The meaning is very clear. So I don't want to interrupt you two in a conversation. That's right. Wait a minute, that's Layla. What brings you here? I think they should to say, that's Layla. Who brings you here? Not what brings you here is the expression. What brings you here? Why do you come here? What brings you here? Oh, what's going on? We're caught up on the questions. I thought there'd be more questions. Did I miss any questions? Layla, A, so you were the one who told hire me? Told? Thank you. No biggie. No biggie. That'd be kind of slang. So the expression is no big deal. No big deal means it's kind of small help. If I give you some help and you say thank you so much, I might say no big deal. You know, to me that's just help, a small help. No big deal. Don't worry about it. And slang of this might be no biggie, which is short for no big deal. All right, so that's a little bit complicated, but I think we got it. So thank you. No biggie. I don't use that, but you might see that. Dungdo, I'm an engineer. Good grammar. Could you speak some words English for construction? What kind of words for construction? I'm not an engineer. So I don't know what kind of words you need, Dungdo. OW, how many years to learn to be able to speak automatically from the age of 19 years old? Well, the most important question I would ask you, are you living in an English-speaking country or are you not living in an English-speaking country? If you're living in America, you will learn English very fast. 2-3 years, you're going to be fluent. If you're not in an English-speaking country, then how many hours a day do you want to study? All right. Now, OW takes daily practice, reading, writing, listening, and speaking. And that's going to take, a lot of effort, time and effort. Alyssa, when did you last meet her? We want to use meet. Our did is already changed to past tense. When did you last meet her? When did you last cook dinner? When did you last eat pizza? Okay, so the second verb, we just keep it, we don't change it, past or future or nothing. And Itayun, what's the difference between university and college? Well, good question. And you're Korean, so I'm going to talk about Korea too. All right. So, college, university. Now, in Korea, uh, so in Korea, that says Korea. College means in America or in English, we might call that a vocational college. So we'll say USA, Korea. When we say college, Korean colleges, they're called vocational colleges, which means really technical skills to get a job. Really, really learning technical stuff to get a job. In the USA, they might have community college, which offer courses to study, and then university. So getting to the basic of your question, anything that says college is usually 2 years course, usually. And anything that says university, if you go for your bachelor's degree, is usually 4 years. 4 years course. Usually. That's the difference between college and university. Just 2 years and 4 years. But in speaking, sometimes people just call university college. I got to go to college next week, and that might mean university. So there's no strict rules with the speaking, but generally, most of the time, college is 2 years. Vocational college in Korea, you just call it college. It's very technical. Okay, I hope that helps. I got to move on. People are waiting. I actually can't talk. Could you please say actually? Actually. Layla, my husband's a rich man and devoted to me. Good for you, Layla. Lucky you. I'll be lucky if I could meet Rob in person. When do you say lucky you and you're lucky? I think it's the same. Lucky you is just this casual way to say you're lucky. Same. Wanderson, I can speak fluent Canadian English. Good for you, Wanderson. Fanny, sorry I interrupted. Then I said it's okay, carry on. Is that sentence in the meaning carry on? Continue. I'm sorry to interrupt. Please carry on. So carry on. Continue the sentence. So, sorry to interrupt. Please carry on. Continue your conversation. Is that what you mean, Fanny? Layla, I'm going to read this in private. Does it mean I want to read this lonely and separately? Well, how come you don't have confidence in private? So I go into the dictionary. Layla, you got to have confidence in the dictionary. I just check. There I go. In private. No one else present. No one's around. So yes, alone, not lonely, alone and separately. OW, is learning from street language better or learning from academic books? Well, OW, if you just want to learn speaking English, then the street language is best. But if you want to study university, you should have strong academic background. But to speak English, you don't need the academic books. I don't teach my students with academic books. unless they're going to university and they need to study some academic stuff. Sarah Lele, I feel bored in this quarantine. Let me fix that up. Yeah, that's fine. I feel bored in this quarantine. That's correct. Good bored. It's a good time to study English. Vacation. Is this word used same for job and school? Yeah, I think so. School vacation. I have a vacation from my job. Fenny, if I say go ahead instead of carry on, is that the sentence? Both mean the same thing. Yeah, same. Carry on. Go ahead. Continue. All the same. Layla, I saw Robin talks to Grace. I want to tell him something is important, but I was afraid to interrupt the conversation. Yeah, you used interrupt correctly. Wanderson, what's the difference between these words, better and best? How should I use them better? Okay, well. That's going into comparative superlatives. Comparative and superlative. You guys can see that? All right. I hope you can read that on your phone. Adjective, comparative, superlative. So, normally an adjective like nice. Robin is nice. And comparative means you're going to compare two things. So in this case, we would add nice, nicer. Robin is nicer than Grace. And the superlative, among all people. This is two people. All people, Robin is the nicest. All right. So your best and better. We got to. So our adjective would be good, better. He is better than she, and superlative is best. So his English is better than her English. His English is the best in the class, a group of people. And bad, worst. All right, so for that, I'm not going to go into more detail about adjective, comparative, superlative. Comparative, always two people, and the superlative in the group. All right, I got to move on. Hope that helps you, Wanderson. What time, Grace asks, what time do you open and close your business? What are your business hours? Both are fine. They mean the same thing. Layla, I always use English dictionary, but sometimes I find many meanings, so I want to make sure. There is only one meaning of in private. Have confidence in the dictionary, Layla. Love Kumar, it may be my vocation, and the other one is vacation. Vocation is like your job. Vacation. You could have a school vacation and a work vacation, but vocation is job. Spaceman, what's the best way to prepare for IELTS exam? Reading, extensive reading. This is the key to all language tests. The first word is extensive. Many, many. You're reading, listening every day. Lots of things. Reading, listening. Extensive. Reading, listening. The other key word here is fun. You have to find something you enjoy. When a student says, I watch CNN or BBC to study English, I'm like, no, don't watch CNN and BBC to study English. First of all, that's not fun. And that's not real English. You got to get something that's fun, something you want to do every day. You don't want to listen to BBC every day. What a waste of time. That's not going to help your English. Listen to some TV show or some YouTube channel. Listen to me. Extensive reading. This is going to help you with TOEFL or IELTS. If you don't like reading and you don't like listening, just study for the test and don't waste anybody's time. You know, I'm here not to teach test taking strategy. I think anyone who follows test taking strategy is a loser. They're giving up. Your goal, you are here smiling, and your goal is fluency here. So this gets you here. Now, along the way, you might have an IELTS test. You might have a TOEFL test. All right, if you're doing this, those are going to be a lot easier. And also you're going to be fluent. But a lot of students, they study for the IELTS and the TOEFL. They get, you know, maybe they just studied the test, they get a good score, but you know, when they go to America, they can't handle a real class because they were not studying for fluency. They were not doing this. They were just studying questions. Anyway, I could talk for 10 hours about the wrong way, the right and wrong way to study IELTS and TOEFL. I got to move on. Lots of questions. So, Spaceman, I hope that helps you out. Shoot for fluency. This is what you should be doing every day. Writing helps too, and speaking. OW, do foreigners pronounce English funny for you? Arabic pronunciation? There is no pronunciation that is funny to me. I do not laugh. If someone has different pronunciation, it is not cute. It is not funny to me. Layla, Kirsten needs to see you back at the cabin. Don't worry about being late for your activity. It's taken care of. It's taken care of. Could you tell me what's the meaning of it's taken care of? So it might be the activity is taken care of means I will solve that problem. You don't have to worry about any problem or responsibility. I will take care of it. All right? I will take care of it. So I will do it. I will do the solution. Grace is nicer than Robin. That's crazy talk. Grace is the best among the... crazy talk. Fanny, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm not wrong, which one is correct? I think if I'm not mistaken is more common. I don't think if I'm not wrong. No, I'm going to say if I'm not mistaken. That's what you want to use. That's the better one. All right, Wanderson. Alyssa, by verse until. That's a good video too. I will pay you by or until Friday. Let's go to the board. I think we wouldn't say I would pay. I think I would say I need to pay my bill. I will pay my bill by Friday. I have until Friday. You see, the grammar changed. To pay my bill. All right, let's take a look. So I will pay my bill by Friday. That means from now until Friday, one of those days, I will pay my bill. I have until Friday. So the grammar I changed. I will pay my bill until Friday doesn't work. Okay, we got to switch the grammar. I have until Friday to pay my bill. All right. And this would also mean there's a deadline. Or it's due. The bill is due, or there's a deadline with this context, this situation. This situation, there's no deadline. I'm just making a statement. Alyssa, so you'd have to, I know this is not enough to understand it, but you got to bring in some more example sentences for me, and I'll help you out. But that's a good idea for a video, Alyssa. I prefer Grace to Robin. I like Grace more than Robin. Yeah, same meaning. Everything is same meaning, Grace. Florida, lightning capital of the world. Please pronounce lightning. Lightning. Mike Tech, reading. Reading is the easiest module in my opinion. Way easier. Reading, when I say reading, that helps you with the reading, but that helps you with, reading helps you with fluency. Not just reading. Reading helps you with fluency. People think, oh, reading helps reading. No. Reading helps fluency, understanding the language. What kind of pain do you have? That's correct. OW, I listen to English stories at a speed of 0.5. I think this is useful. Yeah, that is great. OW, do you have a link? Can you recommend some stories? I'd love to hear or see where you get those stories. Korean with Grace are agree and conquer. No, those are, sorry, Grace. Those words, if they were very similar, I would help you. But they are very different words. They are not connected. They're not the same. So go to the dictionary, bring in some example sentences. If they were similar, I could help, but they're not. They're very different. Agree, conquer. Layla, I'm nervous a little because he asked me out on a date. I have to cancel my dental appointment. When should I use date and an appointment? Well, a date is a romantic thing. A boy and a girl go out on a date. That's romantic. That's some romance. That's some love. But a dental appointment, there's no love there. So we just use appointment. So you wouldn't say I have a dental date. That's wrong. I have a dental appointment. I have a doctor's appointment. I have an appointment with my boss. I have a date with my girlfriend. I have a date with my boyfriend. Mike Tech, I have to disagree with you, Robin. It's only 20 years of teaching. To learn English, you need to have fun, right? But for IELTS, you also need a bit of strategy because of the short time we have. No. Mike, if you're taking IELTS next week or next month, yeah, you got to learn strategy. But when I teach students, we usually have 8 months or 1 year. I don't even show them. If I have, let's say 1 year, student comes to me, Robin, I need to study IELTS 1 year. I get them on a reading and writing program, not connected to IELTS, just regular reading and writing for fluency, I do not show them any IELTS test, any practice test, until about 2 weeks before the exam. So with my students, we never study for the test. We study for fluency. The TOEFL and IELTS, when they get TOEFL and IELTS, then those are the easy tests, man. Mike Tech, those are the easy tests. The real test is when you go to university in America, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand. That is where our goal is. Can they survive in the English classroom when the professor says, tonight you got to read 10 pages, and another class you got to read 20 pages, and you got to do a lot of reading, and you got to listen, you got to understand. That's more difficult than IELTS or TOEFL. So I prepare my students for that level. TOEFL, IELTS is the easy level. But yeah, Mike, if you got to take an IELTS test, if a student said to me, I need to take IELTS next month, yeah, it's like we don't have time for fluency. So then let's talk about strategy. That's emergency situation. Layla, he remembers his ancestors in the world of long ago. How to pronounce ancestors? Ancestors. And Itayun, do you mind asking how old you are? Which is correct. Do you mind me asking your age? That's the question. Or here, do you mind if I ask your age? Do you mind if I ask your age? That's the question you want to ask. Do you mind if I ask your age? But, Itayun, you're Korean. Age is very important in Korea, but in the rest of the world, age is not important. So if you're asking someone about their age, you're telling them, I want to judge you. So this is kind of rude. Age is not important, man. You only need to know age so you can judge. Sarah, I didn't have time to watch your lives, but here I've been watching your videos. Thanks. I've benefited a lot from them. I advise. All right, I'll help you with this. So advice, that's actually another idea for a video. So be careful with advise and advice. SC. This is your verb and this is your noun. So I advise my friends to watch your videos. And I give advice to my friends to watch your videos. Okay? So Sarah, make sure you know the difference between advise and advice. Does hope everything works out for you? I hope it will be fine. Yep, that's right, Layla. Same thing. Sleepwalker, what is the difference between checkout and check? Well, I think I get that question a few times a week. Verb plus out. No, I'm not going to say most of the time. A lot of the time, it means the same thing. Just check, like, let's use check, check out. Check, and then check out. A lot of the time means the same thing. Checkout would mean more of they're not always exact, but Check out would mean more of take a look at something. So I might say, check out. Take a look at my new phone. Check it out. I wouldn't say check my phone. Check my phone would mean search inside my phone. So a lot of the time it means the same thing. Sometimes it doesn't. So how do I know, Robin? What's the rule? Case by case. There's so many different situations. We're going to use check. So many different situations we're going to check out. And they're going to mean different things. But a quick answer, check out is take a look at. Take a look at something. All right, Layla, don't forget to look under your bed, lock your door. I want to know, when do I use look under your bed? Well, don't forget to look under your bed is a warning because someone might be hiding under your bed. It's kind of a joke. So you don't want to use that, Layla. That's not common expression. Just someone's making a joke. Look, don't forget to look under your bed, which means make sure no one's in your house. As you have just said, I will help you out. What is the difference? I will help you. Again, verb, and a lot of times it means the same thing. I will help. I will help out. Means the same, in this case, same thing. Oh, sorry, mixed up agree and consent. Again, most of the times those words are very different. Grace, bring in some example sentence. Because those are not... consent is a very specific word. You got to bring me an example sentence, Grace. Sorry to give you homework. All right. Alyssa, in or for a while? I will be back in a while. Can you wait for a while? Well, we say I will be back in a while. Can you wait for a while? Those are two expressions we use. We cannot say I will be back for a while. Can you wait in a while? No. I will be back in a while. You wait for a while. Can you wait for a while? So what you wrote is correct. We cannot change the in or for that. Well, if there's a specific rule, I don't know the rule, Alyssa. Wanderson, please explain to me the difference between these words hope and wait. Well, Wanderson, hope and wait, they're not similar. They're not even... right now, I can't think of any connection between hope and wait. So if they're similar, I would help you, but these are very different words. So Wanderson, you got to go to the dictionary, check these words, make a sentence, bring it back. Because right now, I can't see any connection between those words. Why do you think there's a connection? Love Kumar. Hello, sir. Is it good if I use formal or written English at the time of conversation? What do you mean now? In conversation, and formal English and is not casual English. Casual English is conversation. Formal English is for writing or giving a speech or in a business meeting. It depends on your situation, Kumar, but if you're talking with your friends, family, use casual English. In the end, I sold my laptop. Can I use at the end? At the end, I think we're going to use in the end, lolly lolly. At the end, in the end. At the end of the movie, in the end of the movie. Ooh, that's a good one, lolly lolly. Let me check that. Because they can mean the same thing, but in your sentence, in the end, at the end of the day. Yeah, at the end, we might say at the end of the day or at the end of. All right. Well, I'm just going to answer your question. Can I use at the end in this case? I'm going to say no. Because we usually use at the end of. I think I'm going to say no because we usually say at the end of. And you're not using of. So in the end is correct there. Korea with Grace. Do you know that birds cry like human beings or not? Did you know? Do you know if the birds cry like human beings? Do you know whether the birds... Well, I think you should say, did you know that birds cry like human beings or not? Do you know or do you know that the birds cry? This is a very awkward sentence, Grace. Birds cry like human beings? Do you know that the birds? No. Do you know that birds cry like human beings? Do you know whether these are different types of questions. They're not the same. They're different questions. There's different questions. My advice is to simplify the questions because it's a very complicated. No, they're all different questions, Grace. Taking a walk every day keeps us away from getting sick. Taking a walk every day keeps us away from... Yeah, you could say that. Sarah, advice. Yes. Layla, he must think she was the biggest hick he'd ever seen when... hick is a negative word. I'm not going to teach that, Layla. So that's a negative word. And sorry, Layla, I can't talk about negative words on YouTube. Sleepover, make sure to check out Robin's new channel. Yep. I could say check his channel. So check out, check, both could work there. OW, what is your prediction for the 3 most spoken languages in 2050? The same as today. What's the 3 most spoken languages? Mandarin, English, and Spanish. I think it's going to be the same in 2050. Layla, she wants out of the deal, but it's too late. She was fed up and she wanted out. Could you explain what want out? I want out of the deal. We have a deal. I want out. I want to break the deal. I want to break it. I want out. So we made a contract. I want out. I want to break that contract. I want to break that promise. Layla, what about this, Robin? I spent all time looking for the book and it was right under my nose. What does look under your nose mean? Look under your nose. There is no look under your nose. It's right under my nose. It's an idiom. There's no look under your nose. So going to the dictionary. There's the definition. One definition of right under your nose. To be in a place that you can clearly see. It was right under my nose. It was in a place I could clearly see. Takbir. Ahmed, could you say something about using could be? I'm confused a bit. I could be American or I could be Canadian. What do you think? Robin finally consented to answer my question. No. Robin finally agreed to answer my question. Yes. Robin finally agreed to answer my question, or Robin finally agreed to. Agreed is the most common. Consent is very specific. If you saw me yesterday, if you see me tomorrow. Dimitri, hello. So Alyssa, did you get it? If you see me tomorrow, if you saw me yesterday. I have it on hold at the library, even if it ever comes in. I think it might be less. If it comes in. If it comes in. So come in. If the book comes in to the library. So arrives. If it's delivered, it arrives. It comes in. Sarah, do you still have a WhatsApp group? Yeah, I have about 4 or 5 WhatsApp groups. Alina Shine, in accordance with the rules, the 2 contracts should be provided to the accountant at the same time. Could you explain about construction? Should be, read, what are using, verb and ID? Ugh. Alina, there's limits to what I can teach in a short amount of time. Let me see if I can have a quick answer. Should be provided. Verb EAD often used for future, to refer to the future. So that's a common question I get. And I had this question yesterday, and I can't remember the example. So, student, why is this verb ed? And some sentence structure we're using verb ed. And in this case, I'm getting tired. Should be. Starting to remember. Key is the B. When you see that B, it should be. Does it work with every verb? I don't think so. What was that example? I can't remember the example, Alina, and I can't think right now. All I know is that is right. And that be verb, using be, sometimes we're talking about a future event. We're going to use ed. Anyways, guys, I'm too tired now. My mind is getting cloudy. I'm going to have to say, from this point, stop. No more questions. I'll just finish up the questions. Oh, I got tired, really suddenly tired. So, Alina, sorry. I know that's an important question, and I've answered that yesterday, but I just can't think of the rule right now. Mike, being. Oh, bean. No. So a bean might be a type of food. But this word here, bean, native speakers actually don't say bean. More common to say bin. We might pronounce this bin, but technically it should have the same, but native speakers are going to say bin. And being is being. Being. That's different. So I hope that helps. Mike Tech. Jacob was playing PUBG. Oh, Jacob. English is more important. Hi, Robin. Is it correct that sentence... Oh, Jola. There's a big difference between a human being and being human. Only a few really understand it. There is a big difference between... there's a big difference between a human being and being human. Only a few really understand it. That is correct. That sentence is correct. Do you understand it? Oh, there. Thank you, Alina. You got another bear. The bear gets scared and jumped. Well, the bear got scared. I don't think you got the sentence correct. You could say bears can get scared and something and bite you. I'll make a note. That's a good video too. Y-E-D. Why? I came here to hunt whales for their oil. That's my business. I have to explain to you this formula because that's my job. When I should use business and job. Well, business and job, sometimes they mean the same thing, but most of the time, it's case by case, Layla. So I came here to hunt whales for the oil. That's my business. You could also say that's my job. So in that case, you could use both. I have to explain to you this formula because that's my job. That's my business. In that case, you can use both. Both of them work there. But other cases, not always. All right, guys. Why is there so many new questions? Do you know that Robin is handsome? Do you know if Robin is handsome? Those are different questions. In first sentence, in first question, the speaker already knows that Robin is handsome. And the second says the speaker doesn't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Grace, you know that. Why are you asking about that? You're right. Sakintha Fernando, if we use get around, do we need to keep the next verb in present continuous? I will get around reading this book. I'll get around. Yeah, I think we need the ing. I will get around. In that case, I'll get around doing it soon. The ing. Why can't I scratch my eyes? All right, guys. I got tired really fast, and then my energy level went down. I'm sorry to Alina. I didn't properly answer that question, but maybe I can do that. I can do a different video on that. Glad I helped. Glad I could help. Glad I can be of help. Is there a specific time to use these? Well, Alyssa, these types of questions, you expect me to go through the thousands of situations that we might use these, and I can't. So I can make a guess. Well, glad I help. We don't use that. Glad I could help. That's common. Glad I can be of help. So glad I could help. Glad I can be of help. Very similar. So anytime someone says thank you, you can say glad I could help or glad I can be of help. Anytime someone says thank you. So which one is more common? I think glad I could help, glad I can be of help, or the same. But glad I helped. We can't use your first one. All right. Yeah, I'm tired. All right, thank you guys. I'm reading your messages. It's 1 hour. That's enough for me. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, please continue to study English. And there's a lot of dictionary questions today. And you guys, I don't like dictionary questions. A dictionary questions means the answer is, 30 seconds looking at the dictionary. So please do a little more to answer your own question. You guys have the power. And Alina, Robin, why are you so tired? Alina, I got to answer, 50 questions in an hour. That takes out my energy. And it's 11:30 p.m. at night, and I work every day. All right, so thank you guys, and yeah, I feel bad a little bit because I failed some of you, but hopefully in the next time I'll have more energy and I'll have a clear mind. So I'll see you guys. Take care. Bye. We'll just end the stream.